business divorces, also business breakups, family breakups who are involved in a business together. So I have truly seen not the great side of business ownership, the ugly side. And I'm sure if you've been a business owner, if you haven't been involved in litigation, I can guarantee that you will at some point, at least once, if not more than once. And it may not go all the way to litigation, but it sure will creep up and cause some issues for you. We don't do that anymore. I have changed my tune. It's taken me almost 20 years to figure out how to be a lawyer and be happy at my job. Litigation takes over your life, and I want to control my time. So we've switched. I used to see the employees as the underdog, and now I see you, the small business owner, as the underdog. And if I can help you to set yourselves up correctly so that you are making it very difficult for somebody to file that lawsuit and be successful, then I've done my job. Because also, by doing that, we protect those employees at the same time. It's amazing. So I see a business owner. They have a great idea. They think, let's start a business with my great idea. I want to be happy at work. I want to make some money at something that I enjoy doing, right? But at some point, depending what stage you are in that business, you quickly realize it's a lot harder than you may have thought it would be to run a business. And I see my clients, they are in the crux of it. They're putting these little fires out every day, and they are just hoping that tomorrow nothing's going to come crashing down on them and make their business life pretty hard. So let's go on to the next. It just takes one person. Keep that in mind. It takes one person, one customer, one employee, one business partner to file that lawsuit. Just one. We can't control other people. You can't 100% protect your business from somebody from suing you. But what you can do is control yourself, how you run your business, the systems you set up to make it very difficult for that lawsuit to be successful. So what lawsuits do small business owners like yourselves find yourselves in? Well, the SBA, the Small Business Administration, they did a study that says that half of small businesses, okay, let me back up. Of all the lawsuits businesses are involved in across the United States, half of those lawsuits involve those small businesses that have less than 50 employees. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Those, let's go on to the next one. Out of those lawsuits that those small businesses are involved in, 30% involve breach of contract, and then 40% involve issues with employees. So that is what we do. We only focus on those two areas. We help our clients figure out what they don't know that they don't know, because there's a lot, to make sure that they're not part of that 70%. The other 30 is like torts, slip and fall, injury cases against those small business owners. So let's move on. So we offer a workshop that we do. And this is for small business owners. We've gone in and done it for groups of small business owners, or we've been invited to CPA firms. We do it for their whole firm, or they bring in clients. But we do workshops to help small business owners learn what they can do so that their business isn't tomorrow's headline. We've seen that a lot lately. There are a lot of headlines out there, and you don't want your business to be the headline. So in those workshops, we focus on how you can protect your personal assets. And I'm sure you're all pretty well familiar with some things that you can do. You can set up a separate entity, right? That separate entity is building a wall around your business so somebody can't get after your home or that personal bank account with all your cash. The problem that we run into is that business owners don't realize there's certain things they need to do to keep showing that they are actually that entity. It's not just a sham. They haven't just set up the entity and then done a bunch of things to damage and break down that wall. We want to make sure your wall stays intact. The second thing is documentation. And these are contracts. Contracts are so much easier to enforce if they're in writing. So no more handshakes. Contracts are very important, and we do these day in and day out. It is truly my bread and butter. That's how most clients come to me, is because they need an employment agreement or an independent contractor agreement, operating agreement, licensing, that type of thing. But there's another side to documentation, and that is documenting anything that happens verbally been a litigator, I know that if you are in litigation, you are going to be called to be deposed. You're going to be under oath when you're deposed. You're going to be asked to produce certain records. And if you have documentation to prove your side of the story, it will save the day. And so I go over some steps you can take to ensure that you've got the right documentation, which includes emails, text messages, that type of stuff. Okay, number 3, pay attention to your human resources. I love this area. This is why I went to law school. This is why I started practicing law. And I wanted to be that civil rights attorney and make sure discrimination is gone. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, and I would love to be able to stand up here and tell you that everything's fixed. In the last 20 years, no more discrimination. I can't. It's so shocking to me that 20 years has gone by since I started law school, and we're still pretty much where we were. So there's some things not happening to fix this. And we've got systems that we teach you how to put in place that will enforce you as the business owner. You don't want to hear that, but you need to be enforced to make sure you are consistently treating your people that you interview, people that you hire, the same way. Otherwise, you get into trouble. And we give it to you so it's easy to make sure you're being consistent. That's the key. Another thing that we do is we have a training that we have worked on for a couple of years. It is called the Workplace Environment Protection Training. This has been, I look at sexual harassment training and I see it as a checkbox that employers, it's great, they've done it, they've given it to their staff, and they can check that box in case they're sued to say, this is my defense, I have actually done the training for my team. And that's great, but it usually doesn't do anything. And obviously over 20 years, it hasn't done anything to eradicate harassing behavior, unlawful behavior. So I've come up with a different kind of training, and I want to show you the promo video for it. I skipped over. I need to go back, sorry. Okay, for these workshops, if you are interested in having a workshop at your place of business, or if you know of somebody, or you want to attend a workshop, you need to answer accordingly. So one is, if you want more information about it, to so if you can attend, if you want more information, or if you know of others, number 3. Thank you. Now we'll do the promo.
As a business owner, did you know that you are liable for the actions of your employees? One lawsuit, it can put you out of business or cause serious disruptions. Don't let your company be the latest headline. Sexual harassment, discrimination, workplace violence are inexcusable actions that you should not be tolerating. Most people, they don't even realize that their behavior has crossed a line and made somebody else feel uncomfortable. That is why today it is time to really make training count and eradicate unlawful behavior. We have created a different kind of training. We will show you and your employees, first, how to recognize improper behavior, and second, how to react or intervene before that behavior turns into a full-blown complaint or worse, a lawsuit. Be a smart business owner and protect your business today.
Okay, so this training is modeled after, if any of your scout leaders did youth protection training. It's not the current one, it's the one that they had before. I loved that training because it just starts the conversation, and that's what we need to do, is start a conversation. This training is online, and it will be available to any size business, whether you're in Utah or any other state. That's the beauty of it. And we are doing, because we're just launching it in June, we are doing a promotion, and we're giving it away for free for a 2-year license to 10 companies. So if you're interested in having your company put in that hat to be drawn, please press number 1. If you are interested in learning more about the training, press number 2. But I'm so excited about this training, and I think it's going to go a long way in getting the companies and the employees on the same page about getting rid of discrimination.